Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our next webinar series. Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal. Welcome to everyone. This webinar will be done in English, and the topic for today is recruitment and migration to Germany. Germany is one of the largest countries in Europe. They need a lot of manpower, and we're very excited today because we have a guest speaker who's an expert in recruitment and migration to Germany who will be joining us as well later on. We'll probably spend 10 to 15 minutes going over the current requirements and the current process. And then maybe 10 to 15 minutes, we'll take any questions that people have. So jumping right in, this is a free recruitment and training program to Germany. It covers learning German. It covers very, very robust documentation that needs to be created. It covers interviews and placement with companies, and it includes help with the visa processing in Germany as well as in India. So it's a comprehensive program, 9 to 12 months. The German chambers are running this free of cost, and it's a great opportunity for everyone who's joining us today to take advantage of this. The current requirements, of course, are for chefs and cooks. Now, these are not normal requirements. You do need a bachelor's degree, at least 3 years, in catering, culinary sciences, culinary management, and our guest speaker Denise will be covering this in a lot more detail, but I thought I'll just tell you. Now, if you match this requirement, if you have a 3-year degree and you do have at least 2 years experience, you'll see that at the bottom of our screen over here, you'll see that there is a scrolling link, right? I will read it out for your benefit as well. I want you all to please register on this link if you match these requirements. Yeah, only if you match these requirements, you can at any point in time take a look at the link over here, right? https://bit.ly/cook in Germany, right? I'll repeat that, https://bit.ly/cook in Germany. And you can use this to please access the form and apply to us. My request is please only apply for this. It's a very, very specific requirement program, so please only apply to it if you match the requirements. Besides this, also, we have put the same QR code and the link up in our featured section, and it's the first comment, so you can always click on it from there as well. Now, to go through this entire process in more detail, I would like to invite Denise to please join us. Welcome, Denise.
Thank you so much for having me today.
You're welcome. And I think we've already got quite a large audience joining us. So maybe you can start off by telling us more about the current requirements and then the process.
Sure, I'll do that. Thank you so much. Yes, I want to start with giving just a little bit of an insight about why somebody should go to Germany. I know this is a quite new migration destination for a lot of people. It's not as popular as, say, other more established countries, but there are a lot of advantages in Germany. So there's a labor shortage at the moment, and especially in hospitality, there are a lot of opportunities for foreign people at the moment. Germany's economy is also thriving compared to other countries in Europe or abroad. So you have good chances there to establish a long-term career. You also get chances to upgrade your skills. So German employers are very keen on having their staff do trainings, and you can really build a nice profile. Your CV can really grow over there if you get a nice job there. You will also have very good salary conditions, and you get the same social benefits and the same conditions as a German person. So the law that there doesn't distinguish between someone who's foreign and someone who's local. You get the same conditions. And for example, you get at least 20 days of vacation days. You can get paid overtime, or you get compensation for when you work late. And there are also a lot of benefits for coming with your family that somebody can avail in Germany. Then also a little bit more about living conditions in Germany. Germany has a very high standard of living. It has very beautiful countrysides that you can visit if you get some free time. You'll find Germany is very clean and very nice in order, and a lot of people are very, very keen about that in Germany. You also have a great infrastructure in Germany. You have cheap and reliable transport. So if you want to do a vacation trip, all the cities are well connected. You can easily travel to some of the tourist sites and have a really, really nice time in Germany. And Germany also, above all, offers a great balance between work and private life. So private life is very important for Germans, and you get the same benefits of taking vacation on your day off, so you don't have to work. So all these benefits, this balance is something you can profit from if you work in Germany. Now I'm going to go into the details of what are the requirements to join this project that we have running for chefs and cooks. So you need to have a state-recognized education, and this can be a Bachelor of Science or Vocation in culinary science or culinary management. Now, important that it's state-recognized. It needs to be state-recognized in India for it to be able to be recognized in Germany, and then you can get a visa to go to Germany. This is really, really important that you check that the qualification that you have is recognized in India. Yeah. And also important, it has to be culinary science or culinary management for you to be able to work in Germany as a chef. This is really important that you follow really the straight career line to get a visa to Germany. Then you also need to have at least 2 years of work experience for our project. If you have more, of course, that's perfect. You can still apply. But very important, at least 2 years of relevant work experience. So work experience really as a chef, in a restaurant, in a hotel, and that you can also prove that you have been working there during this time. Then you have to be fluent in English. This is important for all the application process. This is important to communicate during the project. And we also want you to show motivation to go to Germany. This is a really lengthy process. So you have to be really motivated and passionate about going to Germany to be able to go through the whole process and to successfully land in Germany. Yeah. Now, just a little reminder again, if you just heard the requirements and say, yes, I do have a Bachelor of Science in Culinary Science, I do have 2 years of work experience, I'm very motivated to go to Germany, and I speak perfect English, then you can see below here the registration link that you can just open and put in your details, and then we can get back to you via this registration link. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about the process of what we do in the project with everyone who joins. So for being accepted into the project, we will of course check that your qualifications are in order. We will see that your profile matches with the positions that we have in the project. And we will also conduct an interview with colleagues from Germany. It's basically an HR interview. They will talk about your motivations, why you want to go to Germany, what do you see as your long-term career plans, and they can accept you into the project. Yeah. Once you are in the project, we will help you getting your qualification recognized. So we will tell you what our documents are needed, what forms to fill out, how to put things together. Just a fair warning, Germany can be a little bit bureaucratic, but we will support you through the way, and we will also cover the cost for this recognition process. And then you will also enroll in German classes. Now, German language is very, very, very crucial if you want to go to Germany. I know a lot of people say that Germans know English. This is true to a certain degree, but if you want to work in a German company, if you want to speak with clients and customers, if you want to speak with colleagues, if you want to make friends, it's really important that you learn some German, and we will help you. We will give you a class to attend, but of course you have to put the effort into. So you have to study during the classes, you have to repeat the session and practice and learn vocabulary and so on and so forth. So it's really important that you are willing to learn German if you want to join the project or if you want to go and work in Germany. Now, these German classes are also going to take quite long. So they're going to take around 10, 11 months for learning German to a certain level where you can already have fluent conversations. And once you are towards the end of the project process of learning German, once you're already able to say, introduce yourself in German, to have small conversations in German, then we will start to match you with the positions that we have in the project, and we will start organizing interviews for you. So these German companies, they all tend to be more smaller scale companies, and they are very, very much in need of skilled employees to come from India to work for them. And they will be happy to have an interview with you. But of course, during the interview, you will have to convince them that you are the right person for the position. So we will organize the interviews, but you still have to convince the company that you are the right person for the position. And in the same way, you can also make sure that this is a company that I will be happy in, so that this is in a region that you like and that they have the right attitude for you to come and work there. Now, once you have an employment offer in hand, once you have the German certification in hand, then we will start with the visa process. During the visa process, we will also support you and tell you which documents you need, what form to sign, and so on and so forth. And we also cover the cost for the visa. And even after you arrive in Germany, we are still there to support you. So we have a contact person for you locally there to support you with bureaucratic errands. So when you have to register, and depending on your qualifications and your experiences, you might also need some training in Germany, which we are also happy to organize for you to make sure you really meet the standards and you can fully start your career over there. Now, what are the obligations and what are the benefits of the project? I'm first going to talk a little bit what we expect from candidates, and then I'm going to talk about what we offer candidates in exchange for that. So as already mentioned, German is very important. So we expect candidates to be really dedicated and engaged in learning the German language and to make sure that you really reach this fluent level of German while you're doing the course. Then you also need to put together your documents for application for recognition. As mentioned, Germany can be bureaucratic. We are there to support you, but you have to put in the effort of putting everything together, making sure everything's in order. And then you can get your qualification recognized in Germany, and that gives you pathway to getting your work visa in Germany. And then we also organize workshops and trainings. For example, we teach you how to master an interview with the German company. And of course, you have to attend the workshops and you have to be engaged in the workshop and the trainings that we organize. And that's something also we offer this for free, but you have to put the effort in and the participation. And of course, we expect people to also stay long-term in Germany. So this German process, the learning the language takes quite long. The visa takes time. So of course, it doesn't make sense that you prepare all these things for nearly a year, you do preparation, and then you only stay 6 months in Germany. That's something we don't really want to see happening. We want to see happening that you really put the preparation in and then stay in Germany for the long term. So after 4 years, you can already apply for permanent residence. So that's, of course, something that we would hope to see happening, that people really see Germany as their new home and stay there for the long term. Now, what do we offer candidates? This project is funded by the German government. So you don't have to pay anything for the services that we provide, or you don't have to pay any fees to join the project. This is the very, very big advantage that this project has, that it's funded, that then you don't have to worry about any costs here. And what we do is we will match you with companies. We will organize the interviews for you. We will cover the cost for the language course. We also cover the cost for the visa, and we cover the cost for the recognition process. This is all taken care of by the project. The wage that you were getting, so the salary that you will have in the work contract, we make sure that this is benchmarked against what is a person from Germany would receive on the same position. So this is going to be standardized wage, and we make sure that you're not paid less than the same job done by a German person, right? And what we also offer is support and cultural integration opportunities after you arrive in Germany. So during this whole process, you will have always one point of contact in India itself. And once you are in Germany, you will also have a point of contact in Germany. So if there are any issues, any concern, any doubts, any problems during the whole process, you will always have a contact person to reach out to and to make sure that the process is as smooth as possible. Now, again, if you think this sounds amazing, if you think you match the requirements, you do have the right qualifications, and if you think Germany could be really, really the place for you to work and make a career, then down here below is the registration link where you can sign up, where you put in your details, and then we can get back to you with more information and possible to onboard you on the project. Yes.
Thank you so much for that, Denise. And a lot of questions are pouring in, but I have a question for you before we start.
Sure.
Could you maybe tell us how much, about the German language? How much time does a person know? Because that's the most interesting part for most people. And how much
Right.
time it takes to learn German to the standard that is required?
It will take around 10 to 11 months. So we're requiring 3 levels in total. They are called A1, A2, and B1. And each of them is like 3 to 4 months. And of course, if somebody sits themselves down and really studies hard and puts a lot of effort in it, you can be faster, you can be much faster to take the exam than somebody who's, taking breaks and so on and so forth. But minimum requirement, definitely 10 months to learn it. And it's not easy, to be honest, but it's doable. I mean, I've seen people really pick up the language and really managing and mastering the language after 10 to 11 months.
That's brilliant, Denise. And I think it's a wonderful initiative by the German government. My request to everyone who's joined us today is please do apply using the link at the bottom of your screen. It's scrolling through as you see in red. The same link has been put in the comment section at the top and also put in our featured section. Please apply for these jobs. Only if you're matching the requirements that Denise has spelled out. You do need a bachelor's degree in culinary or catering or food and 2 years work experience. Friends, it's not a small undertaking. As Denise explained, it's a fairly long process. So if you're prepared for that, please do apply, and we'll get back to you over email in the next few weeks. So there are a lot of questions which are pouring in, Denise. I'm going to take a few of those. Some I can help answer, and some maybe I can ask you to answer. So Mr. Noor Ahmed is saying he's working in Norway Cruise as a kitchen cleaner. Any vacancy? Would you like to respond to that?
Sure. So unfortunately, we can only take up people who are resident in India when they join the project. I mean, I think it's already amazing that you already have a job in Norway. And this project is really aimed at people who are in India when they want to join the project and want to go abroad, probably for the first time. So unfortunately for you, we don't have any vacancy at the moment.
Next question is from Mr. Athar Nafis. Athar says, I'm interested. Please consider my profile. Athar, my request is, we won't be able to consider your profile, just through a comment. In fact, me and Denise, what we are seeing in the comments, we don't even have a way to click on your link. Our request really is kindly use the registration link at the bottom of the screen, https://bit.ly/cook in Germany. If you match the requirements, you do have a bachelor's degree, 3 years in culinary food or production of kitchens, and 2 years of work experience. Please apply to the link, and if you're matching those requirements, we'll definitely try and get back to you. Mr. Mohammed Shakil Ahmed says, I'm having experience in hospitality department like culinary department, production department in Indian cuisine. May I apply, sir? If you can please answer this, Denise.
Sure. I mean, yes, it doesn't matter what kind of cuisine you have experience in. Experience as a chef counts either way for us. Important is that you also have the right qualifications. So if you do have a bachelor degrees in culinary management or culinary science, yes, then you would match the requirements. And please apply via the link, and then we can get back to you. Definitely.
There are a lot of questions. Okay, Michael Disa is saying, hello, sir, I'm Indian cook, offshore, 8 years express. Again, Michael, beta, if you match the requirements of having the bachelor's degree, I think your experience is brilliant. But if you meet the educational requirements, then please use the link below. Please apply. We are going to go through each and every application. We are capturing details of what your educational qualification is, how many years experience you have, and we will respond to you by email. So please make sure that the email address and the telephone number you're giving us are also correct. We're getting a lot of questions asking us for IT positions. They seem to be very, very hot. Denise, if you can please help us there.
I mean, in the project, we do have a couple of IT, but they're pretty filled already. In general, there are a lot of positions in Germany for IT, but then it also depends what are your qualifications. So in general, if you want to work in Germany and you have a qualification in the profession that you work in, there are pathways for you to get to Germany. Now, this doesn't mean that it's going to be as nicely as what we're doing in hand with the German course that we provide and everything. But say if you are serious about going to Germany, learn the language. Start with taking up a course, start doing some classes. You can do them online. You can watch some YouTube tutorials. And then there are pathways for you to get a job in Germany, but not necessarily in our project.
Okay, Mr. Gagan here is saying, I have 10 years experience in Gulf countries. Now I'm interested in European countries. He's given all countries except Germany, but I'm guessing he's also interested in Germany. Again, Gagan, beta, my request is if you give us your number, we will not be able to get in touch with you. My request is if you can kindly please use the link at the bottom of the screen. If you register over there and if you're meeting the requirements that we have been talking about in this webinar, we will definitely try and get back to you soon. There's a lot of people saying hi, Denise, so you probably just want to say hi back.
Hi back to everyone. Thank you for joining today.
Mr. Mohammed Salim is making a comment. He's saying German language is very easy to learn. So I'm glad there are people like that as well, and I wish him all the very best.
That's encouraging for everybody. What a great comment. Thank you.
My request is, Mohammed, if you do know German and if you match the requirements, please do apply. I'm sure Denise can help people even without going through German language if you already know German.
Yes, absolutely. If you already know German, especially if you have a certificate that says you are to a certain degree, you know German, and then we can shorten the process. I mean, then you don't have to go to the whole learning process of 10 to 11 months of learning German. Then the process can be much faster for you, and we can organize interviews much earlier for you, and we can also try to get your recognition done on a fast track. So if you already speak German perfect, you can mention that in the application form at the bottom. You can give additional qualifications. And there you can mention the German level that you speak, say A1, A2, whatever your qualifications are.
Next question is from Altaf. He says, I've applied for the position, but I have only 1 year of experience in the hospitality industry, and I'm also working currently as a commie chef. How could we help Altaf, Denise?
I would recommend Altaf continues working in where he's working right now, and then can get back and can try to go to Germany when he completes 2 years.
So I guess Altaf Beta, you'll have to complete 2 years of experience. The good news is that this is a 1 year program. So if you're maybe 1.5 years of experience, please see how you can get 6 months more experience in it. Shahid Iqbal is saying that he's done a hotel management and has 8 years in bakery and pastry. So please consider me. My request is, Shahid, if you do have the bachelor's degree, please do apply to the link below. You obviously have the experience, but we'd like to see if you have the educational experience. So the request is please apply to the link at the bottom of your screen. It's scrolling in red, and if you fill out the entire form, we'll definitely get back to you. Mr. Clyde Pinto saying, I have experience as a restaurant and catering supervisor, any position, willing to take on new challenges and responsibilities, willing to learn new skills. Denise, maybe you can take this one.
Right. I mean, it would be great to know what kind of qualification you have. Accordingly, if you have the right qualification, you can apply. Just to note, the positions that we have in the project are more on a junior level. So we wouldn't have any supervisor position for you. But if you say you're willing to learn and you say you're willing to learn the language and also to learn the German culture, then there are pathways for you to start on a junior position and make a career with the German company in Germany, if you're interested in that.
We're getting a lot of vacancies, people asking for vacancies besides chefs and cook, Denise. So is there a link or something we can leave them with where they could apply?
They can visit the Make It in Germany portal. That's where you can find all information about what is required to work in Germany, how to find open positions in Germany, how to apply to Germany. This is also something set up by the German government and for everyone who is interested in working in Germany. And it's all the resources that are given there are free of costs.
So it's makeitingermany.com.
Yes, I can just open the website and then I can post it in the link, I think. Let me post it to everyone.
Okay, I see in the comments that you put up the link. Thank you for that, Denise. Clyde has responded saying that he has 3 years Associate of Science from La Roche, Switzerland. So please do apply, Clyde. Please fill in the form, and we'll definitely try and get back to you. Okay, the comments are keeping on pouring in, but I'm just trying to see if there's anyone who's a chef or a cook and is asking specifically for. Um, for so Nitin Upadhyay says that you're saying, Beta, that you've done a BCom, so that's good, but we're looking for chefs, and you need to have a 3-year degree in food production or culinary. So unfortunately, we won't be able to consider you for this position, but yes, please do keep trying. Sandeep is again, he's asking for opportunity in construction in Germany. I think Denise has answered that. This webinar and this current initiatives is for chefs and cooks. But if you look in the comments, Denise has put up a link for Make It in Germany, and you can apply over there if there's that much interest. We're keeping on getting Rajender, if there are any more questions around hospitality. Okay, Mohan Negi says, I think this is a good technical question, Denise. If you could please help answer this.
You completed a Bachelor of Arts, and then you have 1 year's culinary course and 5 years of experience. Now, the Bachelor of Arts, I'm not sure if this Bachelor of Arts is somehow in hospitality, then yes, you can apply with the Bachelor of Arts. If that's something culinary science, culinary management. The 1 year course of culinary science or culinary management that you did is unfortunately too short to be recognized. So the minimum requirement for anything to be recognized in Germany is 2 years. So the culinary course, unfortunately, will not help you to get to Germany. So it all depends on what qualification your bachelor is.
My request is, Mohan, if you can please apply to the link at the bottom of the screen. I'm making a notes of those of you who, obviously are getting close to what is required. So we'll try and get back to you. So Mohan Negi, please do fill in the form and let us have your details. The questions are keeping on pouring in, Denise, but we're okay. There's Pankaj, who's also from. Excellent. So I don't want to answer. I think Denise, you should answer this.
Yes, so your diploma is in hotel management, which would give you a reference profession in Germany as hotel management. If you want to work in Germany in bakery as a baker or in pastry, this would be a different profession for you. So you do have a chance to go to Germany in hotel management, but unfortunately for working in Germany as a baker, you would need a different qualification. Yeah, it depends on what are your career goals. If you say in general you want to work in Germany in hospitality, then there might be pathways for you. There might be an option for you. If you want to work in Germany in bakery or in pastry, then you need a qualification as a baker in pastry specifically to work in Germany in that profession.
Simply put, Dinesh, can Pankaj apply and we can review his profile?
He can apply, we will review, and we can also give him feedback. So we can give the precise feedback, like what would be the option for you if you want to go to Germany, and what would be alternatives. So I can also, like, if somebody applies and doesn't quite match the requirements, or if somebody applies and there's a better option for him, I'm also connected to other projects that we do with Germany, so I can always give the link for that.
Well, then please do go ahead and apply, Pankaj, and we'll see how to get your profile across to Denise. We'll take maybe 2 more questions now, because we are 30 minutes into our webinar already. So Romel has an interesting question. He's working as a store assistant, but he has done hotel management and has also worked as bartender. I don't know if his hotel management is in culinary or not, but let's assume if it is, Denise, then could he be eligible?
He could be eligible. I mean, minimum requirement is 2 years of relevant work experience. If he has worked as a bartender for 2 years, of course, if he has worked in some position in a hotel for more than 2 years, then he's definitely eligible for the project. The experience that he had at supermarket and logistic is very nice, but that one we won't consider for the project. But if he has at least 2 years of relevant work experience in hotels as a bartender, then he should definitely apply via the link, and we can get back to him based on what he provides.
So Romel, please do apply for the job. Denise, the questions are keeping on coming in, but Pankaj says thank you as well. That was fast. Thank you so much for joining us, Denise. Any parting words for the people who have joined us today?
If you're interested in Germany, if you're interested to work in Germany, there are a lot of pathways. If you're a chef and you're a cook, definitely apply via the link that we provide. And be prepared to learn German. If you say it's going to take a moment for me to get back to all the applications, if you're really interested, try to learn some German, open some YouTube tutorials. There are a lot of options for you. And yeah, I think that would be all. I think it's a great opportunity for everybody who wants to work in Germany, and they should definitely make use and get in touch with us via the registration link.
Great, Denise. Thank you for spending this time with us. I hope we get some good applications for you, friends. This is a golden opportunity. I want to re-emphasize the program is completely free of cost. It is a time-consuming affair, but then you are getting to go to one of the best countries in Europe. Take advantage of this. Please spread the message to your friends who qualify. Ask them to apply. And these kind of opportunities don't come again and again. We will be back with our regular webinar series from next week. And we thank Denise for joining us today. And thank you so much for everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, Denise.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, everyone.